Whoa. Small people places.
Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, at a modest 191 cm and 160 kg, this polar bear hails from the great country of Latvia, and he's your current 2019 World's Strongest Man, Marty! So my name is Travis, and Andrew and Jim over here are the hosts of the event, and we are so gratefully happy to have Martins here with us. And we
Thank you for having me, guys. It's awesome being in Hong Kong and just training here, spreading what I love.
Yes. So we have a transformation and fitness company in Shenzhen. How often you guys come to Shenzhen? But we do meal prep, we do classes, all sorts of fun stuff. So if you guys are ever there, feel free to look us up. Very close to Shenzhen Bay border. And then
this stuff is seriously delicious. He's not kidding. I would eat there every day if I could. I'm really sad now. I got to try your food, and I have to go back home, and I don't have lift on.
I can like post it to you.
Please do.
6 months later.
Especially the waffles.
And then most of you guys know, I think, Ian, who has also agreed to host and give us our spot for the day have Martins here do the seminar and just help everybody out. And do you want to do a quick little...
Yeah, so I think most of you pretty much know us, know the gym, know Strength Culture. So when we open the gym, what we want to do in Hong Kong is we want to build the strongman community here. Because if you see Hong Kong as athletes, there's plenty of good CrossFitters, there's plenty of good powerlifters, there's some great bodybuilders, but the strongman scene has been very quiet. So what we're trying to do is build a good community here and build some strong athletes. Like as you see, we got Thailand's strongest man here. We got ranked number 2 in the world, log press and axle deadlift champion, our road trains here. Yeah, we got some guys that are looking to compete in the Philippines strongest man coming up. So building some strong guys. And so I want to thank everybody for showing up. Each of you here, I think you train at different gyms, some of you train here. But the knowledge that you learned today, take it on with you. You're learning from the strongest man in the world, so take everything on board. Ask as many questions as possible, because that's what he's here for. Gather as much information as you can, and just enjoy the day.
In the previous seminar, we didn't have all this strongman equipment, so what we focused on was just barbell, continental, clean and press. We went on to squats, and then deadlifts. And what I really try to coach and teach people is how important technique and control is over just power and strength. So today, because we have more equipment, I really want to focus on log press because it could be tricky. And if you could really learn good positioning and technique on log press, your numbers are going to go way up and your confidence is going to go way up. And the same with the yoke and farmers. There's some tricks and techniques I'd like to teach you guys about how to position yourselves under the yoke and also how to run with it so you can be faster. Then just a deadlift, because that is just a true staple of just general strength. So if you guys have any requests for motions that I could go over and help you guys out with, feel free to ask. We can see how we could fit that in. Next is log press. We're going to be working double paused repetitions to really reinforce good habits of positioning of the log and really rehearse the landing position as well, because we want every repetition to be uniform. So that means you're launching from the same depth of squat and you're catching in the same depth of squat, and adding the 2 pauses allows us to really slow down and see any mistakes that might be happening during either the launch or the catch. Is everyone set? We're ready for this? Fantastic. So log press is probably one of the main overhead events in strongman, along with the dumbbell press and also an axle press. But for in most contests, you're going to be seeing a log press, and I love it because it's very inconvenient. Unlike a barbell, it's got a thicker diameter, and if you're pressing anything in real life, it's not as convenient as a barbell. So that's the beauty of a log, is it really teaches you how to handle something bigger. That's what she said. So when you set up for a log, I like to start with my feet about shoulder width apart. for the clean, I'll angle the handles away from me. And I'm going a little wider here because of the mat. During the pick, I set my hands up slightly in front of the center. This allows for more torque and rotation as the log gets clean and rolled up my body. So I find the center and it's just a smidge forward from there. Start it angled away, stand all the way up, deadlift the log all the way up. Then sit down with the log in your sternum. So like right above your gut. So here you want to pull it nice and close, elbows high. Notice that my elbows are not down here. See a lot of people try to clean from there. Way up high. I like to give a little rock back, and then I just drive my hips up and forward into it. That's like it. When you have the log clean, it's very important to push the log up.
Watch out for the
into
pole
your
right
neck.
there.
This is very important. So the log is not here. I see a lot of people that are new trying to lift from here. But the thing is, when the weights are really heavy and you try to squat here, it's just going to roll right down. So all that weight's in front of you. You want the center of the log right above the center of your body. So I'm going to have you guys do a little squat like this, pausing with the center of the log above your center, drive, and you're dropping right into the same position you launched from, and then standing up. That's going to be 1 repetition. And then we're going to do 10 like that. Also, when you're squatting to press the log, don't push your knees forward. You want your knees to go outwards. So that way your torso and everything goes in one line. Watch what happens when you push your knees forward. You lose the angle. So sometimes when you see guys going like this, and the heels come up, the torso loses the angle, and that force is no longer underneath the implement. So, line up. I want to see 10 reps seat. The elbows up, my dude. Elbows high, tight butt cheeks.
Keep going, yeah, there we go, let's go, every rep. Come on. Good. Let's go. Nice. 2 more. 2 more. Come on. Nice.
Don't squat too deep. Shallow squat. Feel it.
Last one.
Your heels came up.
Drive.
Yes.
Oh!
Come on, Stella.
Yeah.
Come on, elbows up. Come on.
Heels.
That's it. Elbows up. Heels.
Drive.
Come on, 3 more.
Heels. Drive. Yeah. 1 more.
Wow.
Jump. Yeah.
Last one.
Heels.
Come on, fast.
Drive. Yeah. That was adorable. Come on, man. Let's go.
That's a deep breath. Come on.
Jump through the wall. Jump. Yes.
More speed.
Come on, yeah. Jump up.
Yes. Lock out.
Finish that jump. Jump hard. Jump.
Yes.
Finish that jump.
Jump through the wall.
That's 5.
Get those heels to come off the ground.
Come on, yeah.
Deep breath.
1 more.
Jump. Yeah. That's the best one. That was the best one.
That was really nice. Good work.
Maximum effort.
Come on. Let's go, Aaron.
That's it. Nice, but that looked good. Look straight ahead, never down. Walk up tall. Drive. There you go. Straight ahead. There you go. Stand tall. Drive.
Come on.
Now look straight ahead. There you go. Stand tall. Drive. That's it. Straight ahead.
Let's go. 1 more.
Stand tall. Drive. There you go. Fantastic, man.
Give me chip.
Everyone went on log. Now we take a nap. Close your eyes. Don't say a word.
Squeeze your ears like the Icelanders.
Yes. Rub your ears. No, but I'm going to take a little water break. We're going to set up the yoke and farmers. We're going to get to the next part. Oh, I'm tired. First, I'm going to go over the technique of the yoke. Is everyone here? Do we need those people? If it's okay if we don't need them. So for the yoke, the setup, of course, is you guys know what a yoke is. You put it on your back and run with it as fast as you can. For setup, I like to have the bar about 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters above my nipples for a perfect set of height. When I get underneath it, I like to give it a little push just to wiggle anything out in terms of some discrepancies with whatever. I like to set it up as a low bar. Sometimes high bar, whichever you're more comfortable with, both work. Either way, low bar is what I've been doing lately. And I also have my hands set up in positions where I can push open and forward. Ideally, like around chest height. Because when you push open and forward, you create more tension in the back, and then pushing it forward, you push the weight in front of you, so the weight's always following, and you're trying to catch up with it. That's very important. So thumbs on the inside, so you can push outwards. Little trick I learned from Alan, who is one of the best yoke runners in the world. I like to set up with a staggered stance. That means I put my front foot forward. I line up my heel, or probably like midfoot, with the beam, and then I line up the ball of my back foot with the beam, so that way I'm nice and centered underneath the weight. So from here, I take a deep breath in, push my hips back, and typically in a contest you'll hear something like I'm better ready, set. On set, I'm already taking 80% of the weight off the floor, so it's basically on my body. So that way on go, competitor ready, set, I'm putting the weight, then if you hear go, you push your hips forward, and you're already stepping. And of course with more weight, that won't tilt like that. But as I'm running, I'm keeping my steps fairly short and narrow. That's a very important key here. Anyways, as you're running, keep your stance narrow. I see a lot of people think that, going wide is more stable, but the issue is with running with weights, if you keep your stance too wide, you're going to zigzag back and forth. Heavy weight will rock you down and you fall. So narrow. Always push your hips forward as far as you can. Very important.
What about your hands here? Do you lose your balance though?
Yes, you lose a lot.
Because I can't.
Here's the problem. This is really wide. Yeah. We don't have a more narrow yoke, do we? Nope. So for you, you're going to have to do this. It's not ideal. But one little trick is you wrench your hands like this, and then you crank them down. You crank and twist the yoke down as you go, really tight. So you're going to want chalk in your hands. So you grab, crank, and then push. So that's the yoke. And always, so basically we're going to be running, I'm going to set up a finish line, run through the finish line. Just with a tip hits the finish line, you can put it down. Farmers, depending on the implement, but with this style of farmers, I like to have the front a little bit closer than the back, just slightly. And the back set up about just slightly outside. So the back ends are going to be where the weights go, are just slightly wider than my shoulder width. The front ends are going to be slightly narrower than my shoulder width, maybe like hip width apart. Just so that the handles end up directly under my shoulders. You never want the handles to be wider. You'll see some amateur contestants sometimes go really wide, with a really wide hands with their feet, thinking that they're going to have a stronger pick. What happens here is, as you start picking, your knees will cave in, the handles will cave in, and then you have just got to step in, and you spend all this energy just bringing the weights in before you can go forward. So everything lined up, your feet hip width apart, that is directly down, because that's going to be your ideal running stance. Your hands, the middle of your middle finger, lined up with the center of the handle. For now, there's other hand grips that you can get into if you want, but this is a generic one that works well. From here, tight triceps, very important, tight lats. You want to basically be pushing the weights back with your lats and your triceps. So really pushing it back. So again, here on the competitor ready, set, you're already picking the weight up off the floor. There we go, pushing hips through, and starting to run.
We up here.
Come on,
Go.
steady.
Good.
Finish speed, come on. Let's go, Anya, go, come on.
Good.
Away. Yeah.
Turn around, go!
Turn.
Don't waste your time. You're in competition.
Yeah, stay tight. Steady first. Now bring your speed. All the way, Andy. Don't drop. All the way.
Pitch that butt. Here's 4.
Go, 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 go.
Nice.
Go. Come on, Amy. Go, 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 go. Fast, 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 fast. Nice, narrow stance. Nice, Amy. Nice, Amy. Come on. And drive, 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 drive. Come on, Amy.
Pizza abs.
Go, 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 go. And drive. Okay, compare. Ready? Set, go. Nice, okay. Starting again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
It's my face.
1, 2, 3. 2. Count your reps. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3.
Look at that. Look at that. Let's go. Let's get some energy here.
Yeah, good. 1,
It's too light.
2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It should be
1,
5.
2, 3. 5. 1, 2.
Go ahead, one motion.
Come on, Stella.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go for 5 seconds. So
5 seconds.
2, 4, and 5. You're done.
Step in. You say.
And go.
Can I talk up?
No. 1, 2. We're someone break chalk. 3, 4.
Alan, how many does she have?
1,
How many does she have?
2, 3.
How much is
4
reps?
10.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Good.
1, 2.
Go, Stella.
Yeah. 4.
Good.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Alan, how many does Stella have?
1,
14.
2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
7.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, next one.
Step up, step up.
Go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Stella, it's an animal.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Damn, 2-second returns.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Wow, Stella.
1, 2, 3.
Beast.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next.
Stella's still going. Oh, damn.
And go. 1, 2.
You gotta knock her out.
1, 2.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. 2. 1.
Oh, shit, this is getting serious.
1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1.
Come on. Alan, how many does she have?
29.
29.
2.
29.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Keep going.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Why do you always throw this side?
1, 2. 1, 2.
9.
1, 2. 1, 2.
10.
1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
12.
1,
Come on.
2. Keep going, keep going. 2. Come on. You gotta keep going. 1, 2. You gotta keep going. 14. 1, 2.
Jesus Christ.
2. Come on. 3. 15. 1, 2.
All day.
1, 2, 3. 16.
Come on, guy. I gotta keep up.
1, 2, good. 40. Come on.
40.
1, 2, 3.
Go, go.
4.
Yes, come on, come on, come on. Stick with it, stick with it, stick with it. You can do your bed, Stella.
3. 4. 5.
Oh my God!
And you want 1, 2, 3. Good. 2.
Come on.
1, 2.
Come on, Barry. Come on, Barry.
4.
Hips.
5.
Whoa.
Okay.
Come on, yeah, faster, faster, faster.
1,
Push it
2.
That's 3 and a little bit closer to the left.
1, 2,
Let's go. Hips.
3,
Hips.
4.
Closer, Anya.
Come on,
1, 2, 3.
Anya, 4.
Go, Barry, let's go!
2, 3,
Hips.
4.
Come on, Anya.
That's speed every
One.
time.
2,
Hips through, Anya.
3.
Go on.
4.
Anya,
Good.
5.
Let's more. Come on.
1, 2, 3,
Come on. Hips.
4. Good.
Come on, Anya.
1, 2,
Hips,
3.
Anya, 6.
Come on.
1, 2,
Let's go.
Come on, Barry.
3,
Hips.
4.
Up. Yeah.
1, 2,
Anya. Come on.
3, 4.
Anya, 7.
1, 2, 3,
Hips.
4,
Up.
5.
Nice.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
1,
Barry, let's go!
Come on, Anya.
3.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
5.
Alan, you're next, go!
1, 2, 3.
And 1.
Nice.
1, 2, 3,
7.
4.
2.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Come on, Barry.
2,
Kevin, you're next.
4.
And 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, don't stop. There's
1,
There's more in there.
2, 3, 4. I'm thinking the big guys should go separately. 2, 3, 4. Let's have the small guy go. 1,
Come on.
2, 3,
7.
4.
Let's go.
Could we relay that? Or are they in line? 3,
I'll let go.
4, 5. Okay, you're done. 1, 2. Do we have any other show guys?
That's it.
1, 2, 3.
Alan, 8.
Look at that throwing technique from Alan.
2,
Jesus.
3. 1,
It's like a
2,
split jerk.
3.
9.
Push pressing it up.
1, 2. 1,
on.
2, 3.
Alan, 10. Let's go.
1, 2, 3. 1,
Come on.
2, 3.
Alan, 11.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Good.
12.
Let's go. Go in for 1,
Yeah, well.
2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Ay, coming in, yeah, flex, I just wanna win, yeah, LABB who we running with, yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, yeah, state your name.
4, 5. Okay, you're done. Romark in. Romark. Okay, 1.
Come on, Kevin.
2, 3. Let's go. Come on, let's go, boy. Come on. Let's go. Let's go, boy. Yes, sir. Yep. Come on. Yep, we'll be here in 3 hours. Let's go. Let's get that shit. Come on. Come on, Ian. Come on. Come on, Ian. Let's go. Keep going. Keep going, Ian. Let's go. Come on, Ian. Hey. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
Is any opponent catch over teeth?
Yes, sir. Come on, Dad. Come on, Dad. Go. Let's go.
How many does he have?
Let's go. Yes, sir.
Are you doing the time?
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on. Yep. Come on. Come on. Come on. 5. Let's go. Let's go. 5, 4, All right, breathe.
5, 3,
Go.
5,
Come on. Come on.
5, 4,
Come on. Let's get this done. Come on. Hey, come on. Let's go. Yes, sir. Keep going. We're here to sweat it out.
5, 4,
Come on. Let's go.
let's go, Montez, let's go!
Come on. Let's go. Come on.
4,
Yes, sir. Over the bar.
come on!
Hey, you need help?